Hello, my friends. It's your friend Phil here. Lots of you have complained about the audio matches and existing recording, and I wanted you to know that it happens to all of us, even those of us who are Suno partners. This song is a song from 2011 that I uploaded to YouTube. But the thing about the Suno system is it looks across the entire web for matches. Things that have been published on YouTube and other platforms are bound to come up. And this is what happens. Now, I'm not going to be bothered about this. I got a brainwave to release this just perchance as I was listening to my old music. And even though I cannot work on it right now, I'm going to keep this in my archives and I am going to use this on a day when Suno has solved the problem. Fretting, stressing out, getting mad is not going to solve this problem for now. My advice to you would be for you to put this in your archives. And when Suno has sorted out their shenanigans, this can be processed. Another option would be to find a comparable tool where you can upload your music, but it will not give you an exact copy, which will still be a problem. But if you wanted to just get by with a melodic idea, you could hum it, you could play it again in a different way, an interpretation of that. Another experiment that I will carry out is take it into my DAW and I will adjust, as you can see here, via pitch and rate. I'll make a pitch and rate adjustment, carry out the experiment, try to upload it, and see if that helps make it so different that it's not picked up as a violation. So here we are with a retry of the adjusted pitch. In this case, I am going to leave the fields blank and continue. And I'll give it some time for it to assess the clip. I'm not going to rush it because I want to see what happens on this screen. Bear in mind that I have adjusted this clip using two parameters, the pitch and the rate. If the system works like it should, I shouldn't be allowed to pass through regardless the rate because the waveform can be squished or expanded. And hitting continue has allowed me upload this track. Now it does look like it's a workaround, but at the same time, it totally changes the key of my original. So the original was on a certain key and this is on a different key. So to give you a robust idea, this was the original on the key that I wrote it and played it on. Now I will play the rate and pitch adjusted version and you can listen to the song. While it's the same song, it has a slightly different impact. So I took this down by a semitone and this is what it sounds like now. that is what the new version sounds like. And as a composer and someone sensitive to key and pitch and tone and rate and stuff like that, I'm not sure I'm very happy having to publish this song semitone lower. It takes away some of the spiritual essence of the song. For those who are not necessarily into their music as much or are not able to sense a change when there is a key difference, you might be able to go ahead and publish your music without feeling some sort of loss. For me, I don't want to publish a C minor on a B minor or a D minor on a C sharp minor. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just going to pass because I would be taking away something from the song. Now, you might say, Phil, do it, and then you can change the pitch and the rate when you have downloaded it from Suno. Not only is it too many hoops and jumps, but how much more artificial am I going to make my music just to get it out? It already has the AI working on my behalf for a song that I wrote, for a song that I played. I don't want to go so far to get the result that I'm looking for that is spiritually different because every song has an essence when it's written on a certain key, you know. And since it's the original, it's not like it's a remix. It's my first time putting it out. I don't feel comfortable doing that. But I'm curious to know what you musicians, singers who are familiar with the implication of key and pitch, I'm curious to know what you think. This can be witnessed on many hits that are written on a certain key, and people do it on a different key, and that's okay. But the original is on a certain key that gives it its essence. So I'm curious to know what you think, and if you have used this workaround to reduce the pitch and or increase the pitch and all that. It works, okay? You'll get through the process. But again, cautionary note, do not do this for music that is not yours because if eventually the system is able to configure its process such that it detects that you uploaded someone else's music, it will not end well with Suno. And your account could be permanently banned, your IP could be blacklisted. So be careful as you do this, okay? All right. Let me know what you think. Bye for now.